Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Brabham, Season 2, Round 11. Tonight, we are heading to George's home race. We are going to Silverstone. How you doing, John? How you doing, Adrian? Not starting later. The UK clocks went back over the weekend, so it's still 8 o'clock here. But yeah, if you're outside of the UK, that may have changed the start time by an hour. If your own clocks are going back at some point, I'm sure you'll catch up. Right, Silverstone is tonight's Grand Prix. Our home race for George. I suppose you could technically call it our home from home. Brabham, obviously Australian team, but we're kind of based in the UK, so yeah, let's adopt it as a second home race. We're not going to run a special livery tonight. We're going to save those. Obviously, we ran one in Australia earlier this year. I have got another one planned for next season. A different livery, but just going to be normal tonight. But the question is the bubble about to burst? This is a very different type of circuit to some of the ones we've come up against. It's almost entirely flat out. It's such a fast circuit, and as you can see, a lot of speed needs to be carried through. And while we've been able to overcome the weaknesses of the car, this is a much harder circuit for us to do that. We have very little top speed. We're a long way off the average. You can see the markers to show where the average is. The only thing we're close on, really, apart from obviously being slightly above the average with tyre wear, is the low speed performance. There's not a lot of low speed at this circuit, so drivers will do the best they can. I think points might possibly be out of reach today. And we have more fast circuits coming up soon as well. So, yeah, we might have had all the fun we're going to have, and now we're going to have to start to really fight hard just to get a point going forward now. There'll be a couple of circuits that will suit us. The next one, in particular, Hungaroring, I think, will be a circuit we can do well at. But tonight could be tough. Let's see if our drivers can overcome the obstacles. You can see good-looking stats for Daniel Ricciardo and very good-looking stats for George Russell. They are riding a wave of enthusiasm right now. That will help immensely. We have 3 days to go. We have a bit of a problem with spare parts, though. We are making parts as fast as we can. We will have a spare side pod, a spare underfloor, and a spare suspension on the day of qualifying, but we have no other spare parts at all. As you can see, no spare chassis, no spare front or rear wings, and then we will have a side pod, underfloor, and suspension on qualifying day. So if we break anything before then, that's a big problem. And if we break anything that we aren't going to get those spares on qualifying day, especially wings, that's going to be a big, expensive problem to deal with. So keep our fingers crossed that the drivers can keep it clean and we don't get caught up in any silly accidents from the AI tonight as well. We have 1.5 mil in the bank, which we're hanging on to because need to make a lot more parts. And let's see how we do tonight. Let's advance time towards Silverstone. How you doing, Dino? How you doing, Clark? Our weather center refurb is done. So our effectiveness has gone back up to 60% from wherever it was. What's our weather forecast? It's going to be dry. DRS being active, I don't know if that's going to help or hurt us around this circuit. I really don't. I'd like to think it'll help us, but again, I just don't know. Really don't know what to expect performance-wise tonight. on paper, we shouldn't be getting anywhere near the points, but we've been like that all season so far. But this is just a very different type of circuit. So we still make our 18th or higher objectives. I have no doubt about that. So let's send them out and see what we can do.
Welcome and come on in to the home of British motor racing. It's Silverstone, where the Formula One World Championship began back in 1950. And this historic high-speed track remains a challenge for our drivers' courage and determination to this very day. It was Charles Leclerc who tasted victory in the last race, but he will surely be looking to find the recipe for success again and achieve another podium place. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Formula One.
We are going to put rookies in the car tonight. We'll put Christian and Jack in. Give them a run. So we'll go with soft tyres. We'll go 18 laps of fuel. But let's overfuel in case we get it right. Again, not expecting us to, but you never know. 28 laps should be more than enough. How you doing, Farah? What I need for the downforce around this circuit. I think maybe an 11. Let's go with a 611. Let's go with a 19. I'll go with a 3.5 and bring that down to there. I need to change Doohan's tyres. There we go. And for Christian Mansell, we want to go 7, 11.5, 7.3, something like that. Really, I can't remember anything about this setup.
Check. Or it is up clear.
Oh, I didn't change parts.
Cool.
Ah,
All
shit.
clear.
Too late to do anything about it now.
Copy. To slide this tyre a little bit more, can't get it in the window.
Oh, you got a double points finish in Suzuka. Congrats. Fastest lap as well. Am I sure I don't want to suddenly have technical difficulties? No, that's a bit cheeky. I know we've done it in the past, but I don't really like doing that. I like to live with the consequences of my decisions. Now, if we get screwed out of something, that's a different matter. Like the money we were screwed out of last season, where we did the replay after of Vegas. No, I have no idea who Terry Garo is, sorry. Name does not ring any kind of bell. All right, let's go 11.5. Let's bring that down. I don't think I've ever seen Young Frankenstein.
Everything okay?
Only 56 for Mansell. Not a great start for him either.
Yeah, copy that.
He gets synchronised parking there with one of the Alpines.
Okay, so remember pit lane speed limiter. Okay, stop on the marks and engine on.
No 12 to 14 second pit stops this time then, Dino.
Back on the car.
88. That's not too bad.
Copy that.
How much do I need to find? I need to find 12%. That's not enough, I don't think. Give that a go. One of those rare moments. Yeah, it's magical when you get a terrible car into a lucky position like that. I remember, looking back, given the difficulty, or lack of difficulty in F1 Manager 22, maybe it's not quite so impressive, but the biggest thing for me was I got first and fourth with Williams in the third race of season 1 at Australia. With Piastri and Doohan as my drivers. Two drivers who absolutely destroyed their tyres. Piastri had like a 48 smoothness rating. Doohan was like 42, I think. But I just managed to time my stops absolutely perfectly for the weather changes. There is even a clip of that on the channel somewhere. I think I called it the greatest upset ever, or that, or True Aussie Grit. I can't remember, one of the two. But yeah, that was amazing. You know, being able to take the worst team in the game, Williams, and win a race and nearly get a double podium in some respects. I mean, I don't think I was close enough for the double podium, but you know, get two cars in the top four in only the third race of the first season was something special. But it's certainly not something that could be achieved with this game. Difficulty spike is much higher.
Tyre and plan update.
Not that early.
Yeah, copy that.
When you can, feedback on
These
your
tyres are
tyres.
falling to pieces. Can we squeeze
Copy.
a little bit more out of them? I think one of the things that helped me in that race with Williams was we were on full wets, but the track was going to dry up, and their safety car came out while we were still on the full wets, and I jumped in early and put the inters on. And the safety car came in just as the track was hitting into the weather from full wets. So all the AI had stayed out, and we were right at the very back of the queue. And the safety car came in, and then everyone else peeled straight in as well. And my two were just off into the distance. And then obviously they got caught, or Doohan got caught as the race progressed. But I did manage to hold on with Piastri. The track dried up as well, went to slicks in the end. But I think the race, I can't remember if the race started dry, but it either started dry or on inters, then it went to full wets, then it went back to inters, and then it dried up at the very end for the last, half a dozen laps or so. But I managed to time each stop just about right. And I'd say with that safety car stop, going from full wets to inters, gave me a huge track advantage to be able to stay ahead. I'm not sure how I can squeeze this. I don't know if that's going to do it. I'm not going to get full feedback from Doohan, but
Okay, so we've taken
4 out of 5 on his third run. That's pretty good. Hamilton topping the timings. Alright, so we've made those changes. Again, everything's just a little bit off. Let's try it. I don't really see the point in swapping the parts out now and put them back in again. So we'll just leave them in.
Sessions should be starting now.
And we want to generate some temperature for this outlap.
Okay.
See what you
95%. We're still not there, but we are getting closer.
Very, very good job, guys.
Yeah, AFA.
Right, so that is going to have to come down.
Any feedback?
Oh, made that worse.
Everything's pretty stable.
Understood.
Dramatically worse.
Pit lane.
Pit lane speed limiter on.
Stop in front of the garage.
Try that. I'm kind of running out of ideas on this car. Hopefully that'll do it. Little wobble for Max. I am really curious to see whether his stats are going to degrade because he's not getting great results. I mean, he's getting decent results for Williams, but not getting decent results in terms of what he's used to. So that might degrade his stats a bit. I don't know. Found 1% with George.
Negative. Happy.
Well, we've got to leave him out
I
now.
think that is currently understood.
And I'm not even sure I'll get the full... Well, hopefully I'll get the full feedback with Ricardo. That first run took a long time to get all the feedback in. Should get it a bit more comfortably on this run here.
Everything okay?
91. So, nice correction there, but still, again, not close.
Okay, understood.
This is proving to be a tricky car to get set to 100.
Checkered flag.
He would have the paycheck was worth it. Well, he was out of a drive, don't forget. He was replaced. Williams took him on. Alright, gone too far on this time. Hey, yeah. Needs to run for the whole session. That's going to have to be a 6.5 by the look of it.
Green light.
Yeah, the clock thing caught me out as well, Adrian. I was looking at the microwave last night when I went to put something in to heat a meal up, and it was like, it can't be that late. And I looked at the time on my phone, like, oh, clock must have gone back. I didn't even realise that we'd reached that point. So it caught me out as well. I would have given advance warning if I'd realised.
How's the balance?
Oh, come on. This car's killing me.
Yeah, copy that.
At least we got George's car set.
Give us a balance.
Ricardo's car stubbornly does not want to hit anywhere near 100.
Copy that, yeah. Understood.
Just got to run them and run them now. We'll have to make some blind changes and hope for the best with Ricciardo. Hopefully, as well, these continued runs will keep narrowing down the windows, make it easier to figure out exactly where we need everything to be, but somehow I doubt it. Alright, let's have a look at this stubborn beast. So that's got to be there. I reckon. I don't know which way to go with the front wing. Maybe it's a 6.5, maybe it's all the way up there, but that doesn't now track with the straights. Maybe it's got to be like that, and that goes there. I think that might be too close there. Let me have a look at what George's setup is. 6.5. Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere close to that. There's a 3.35 and a 0.6. I've got to try that. That's pretty much all that's left, I think, that I haven't already tried. Non-F1 quiz question. Which two states in the US never changed their clocks? Are they contiguous? Because if they're not, it's clearly Alaska and Hawaii. I mean, they were going to be my guesses anyway, but if they're contiguous, obviously it won't be those two. All right, so one is contiguous, one's non-contiguous. Do, 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 do. New Mexico.
Qualifying is coming up, and
Bit
the
west.
drivers will be ready and raring to go.
The high-speed corners at Silverstone are a great challenge for the cars and drivers.
Can't be
The
California.
technical Sector 1
Surely
rewards strong mechanical grip, while high-speed aerodynamic efficiency will come into play in the final two sectors.
And we've got Daniel Ricciardo there, Karun. How do you think he'll be feeling going into this one?
We saw some disappointing lap times from them in practice. It could be that the team were experimenting with the car, but the pressure's now on them to deliver.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Arizona. It would have to be Arizona or California. Oh, Arizona. Yeah, Phoenix is Arizona.
Sessions should be starting now.
And we want to generate some temperature for this outlap. Understood.
Focus on the brakes a bit.
Copy.
I knew it wasn't Texas because I've got a buddy who lives in Texas, and they do put their clocks back. Likewise, Wisconsin. I've got a friend in Wisconsin as well. But yeah, Arizona's a strange one. I wouldn't have picked them. Evening King the Pro. Do I have real sponsors? Nope. Using the in-game sponsors. Don't have mods. It's PS5.
Good gap in front. Daniel, we're going to get going.
Tyres are just coming to the window. So we've got 8 seconds of clear air ahead. Good to go.
Do I think I'll eventually switch to PC for this? I was hoping to, but I mean, just reading through the subreddit, it just seems that the PC version is so much buggier than the console version. Seeing all sorts of errors on that. Or maybe it's just because people are further along in their career.
Yeah, we saw that.
But one thing I would like to do is probably pick up a copy of F1 Manager 23 so I could run the 91 mod. Right, so 125.9 for Ricardo. Let's see what George can do. He has been quicker all the way through. He's 8/10 quicker. Whew. That's the biggest gap we've had between our two, although it's only after the first run. Second runs, they usually tighten up a bit. Oh, there's absolutely no way I'd buy this at full price on the PC, considering I bought, you know, all three versions on the console. We're popping out right in front of one of the Alpines there. Joe.
Warm the tyres where you can.
Yeah.
George will go out behind Sonoda. Great. That Alpine is all at my gearbox.
And drive straight out, track will be clear.
Let's go.
We're a lot quicker than the Alpine, generally, so hopefully we'll pull away from it, but he's going to get a really strong slipstream.
Good to go.
Just hope he doesn't cause Ricciardo to go defensive. Spoil his lap time. 24.8, that's more in line with what George did in the first sector on his first run. I think he's up about 4/10. He's only 1,000th slower than George there. .37004. And 37008. So George is actually up now by 3 thousandths. Sorry, Ricardo's up by 3 thousandths. So there's a 23.3 across the line.
Currently P7.
23.2 for George. So George does retake the position, but by a very small margin. It's 51 thousandths of a second. And that's enough to get us through. Piastri struggling again. Let's keep an eye on his lap. The Ferrari's once again looking very strong. Hamilton top right now. Both Ferraris on a flying lap as well. Decent first sector for Piastri. That's an Alpine in front. It's Joe. Leclerc going purple in the first. Hamilton's not improved his time, but he's through anyway. Leclerc could be about to take provisional pole. There's Alonso getting in the way of Zhou. Oh, and that is probably knocked out Piastri. Alonso in the way on the exit there of Church. Piastri is out. He only just improves to 21st. What a disaster for Oscar. Gasly is just about going to cross the line to start his lap. He makes it with 6 seconds to go. Does not improve. So, Ferraris, again, looking very quick. It's Van Dorn, Verstappen, Gasly, Fittipaldi, Piastri, and Alonso, who are eliminated at the end of Q1. And again, did not get this right. Oh, my God. Let's see if I can claw some of it back. Just could not get this car set up right. It just would not play ball. I'll go out, do an early scrub run.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Spin for Carlos. At least he did it before he started the lap. Only just, but it will hurt his acceleration through club. Russell and Ricardo a fair bit closer this time.
Negative.
I'm just going to do one run on these tyres. Create a bit of space between them. They were way too close. They would have impeded each other. This actually might benefit Ricardo.
You got a good gap ahead. Good to go.
Let's go.
Let's see what times we can set. This is our final run here in Q2. If we do get through, I want to have some tyres rather than brand new ones to actually try and settle that with. Unsure yet whether I want to go for the one stop or go for a two stop. Looks like both drivers got a clean lap. George improves to 4th.
So
Ricardo
currently that
improves
is
6th.
P4.
George will probably get through,
we
but
will
I don't
box
know if
end of this
Ricardo
lap.
will.
Coming.
Sainz might have been held by Valtteri there. It does not improve. Giovinazzi goes up to P3. Ocon goes P2. Lawson doesn't improve. Ricardo has been eliminated. George did make it through in the end. So again, we're going to go for a very slow scrub run just to build some baseline confidence.
Green light.
Get out first so that we can get him into max.
So just keep an eye on that delta.
See how quickly the confidence just bleeds away in qualifying. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, coming.
So all clear ahead. Good to go.
So, this is it. This is our chance to set as good a time as we possibly can. Should have a relatively clear track. I don't think there's anybody else on track at the moment, actually. Let's have a look. Nobody is going to be in our way at all. So it's just George and the track. Can he extract the maximum out of the car here? He's improving. Once again, it's Hamilton who set the pace. Up to the line. George goes P3. Won't stay there, but that's a good benchmark time.
Yeah, stop any barks and switch off.
Giovinazzi will try and get a bit of a toe off the back of Leclerc here. Ocon is absolutely going to be going quicker than we are. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we drop all the way down to 10th. I'd like to think we'll do a little better than that, but we'll find out in the next minute or so. Ocon will get a little toe off Hamilton across the line. It's enough to put him top for now. By 32 thousandths. Here comes Leclerc with Giovinazzi right behind. Leclerc does not improve. Giovinazzi goes P4, just 4 thousandths quicker than Russell. Here comes Norris and Perez. Norris goes P6. We're quicker than Norris. Perez up to P4. I think he definitely got a benefit from the McLaren in front. Tsunoda's going to be next. No, not Tsunoda. Stroll is going to be next. Hulkenberg has not improved. Tsunoda goes P4. No, sorry, Stroll goes P4. Here comes Tsunoda, and that's Hamilton behind. Tsunoda improves up into 4th place. The RB's looking quick. And Lewis cannot improve. So Ocon is going to take pole position. Hamilton 2nd, Leclerc 3rd. Then it's the 2 RBs of Tsunoda and Stroll 4th and 5th. Perez 6th. Giovinazzi is 7th. We line up alongside in 8th, ahead of Norris and Hulkenberg. Evening, Rinketic. Can you get sacked? Yes, she can. There are 2 points in the season where you can get sacked. The mid-season review, which is, I think, after Hungary. It's either after Hungary or after Spa. I think it's after Hungary. And then at the end of the year, on the final day of the year. Those are the 2 points where you get a review, and the board can sack you at either of those.
52 laps around Silverstone await our drivers as the anticipation continues to build.
Silverstone is certainly a circuit rich in Formula One history. From Giuseppe Farina winning the first championship race held here in 1950, right through to Lewis Hamilton's 2008 masterclass on racing in the rain.
Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. The teams are making their final preparations down in the pit lane, ahead of today's race.
All right, let's have a look then. So, one option is the 2-stop. Another option is the 1-stop. That's 10 seconds slower. One stop does seem to be the quickest way to go. What happens if I play about with the tyre wear a little bit? Okay, with that in mind, let's start on the mediums. Yeah, medium, soft, soft. And then if we get a safety car, we can switch to just soft, soft for the rest of the race. Depending on when the safety car comes out. We'll go with that. And we'll do the same with George. Could not find any additional improvement. 95 is just the limit for this car, it would seem. Yeah, frustrating that we couldn't nail that one. Let's go with an extra lap of fuel so we can be aggressive on braking in the first stint. And let's send them to the grid for the start of the British Grand Prix.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
An encouraging grid position as they sit in P8. Lots to build on during the race if they manage it well.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Hold on tight, it's the British Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Well, looks like George will hold position off the line. Norris actually has a look at the inside. Not many cars starting on the mediums, actually. Most starting on the softs. Ocon, Leclerc, Tsunoda, Norris, and our two cars are the soft tyre run, the mediums. Everyone else on softs. And it's a great run through Aintree to get us past Hulkenberg down the Wellington straight there.
Good job. So you are P11.
Now we're going to ease off on the battery.
Recharge on. Understood.
As we get past Lawson as well. I missed that one while I was messing with sliders. There is Lawson. He's got the softs and the inside line. He will squeeze us a little bit. And now we're vulnerable to Hulkenberg. Managed to dissuade him from making a move.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
There's still opportunities here.
DRS has been enabled. That's currently P9. Norris, car ahead. Gap 0.9. Gap 0.2.
Overtake available.
Okay.
Overtake available.
Yeah, agree.
Charge the pack.
We have a yellow flag. That is Alonso.
There's a yellow flag now.
Big spin for Alonso.
I completely lost the rear.
want to keep my guys in the train with using as little battery as possible here. This is a circuit where it's very hard to actively refill the battery.
Overtake is available.
Copy. Overtake available. Understood.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Understood.
Just suffering in some of these high traction zones at the moment because we're on the mediums and so many cars are on the soft. George has dropped off the back now, and that's it for George. Not going to be able to keep up with the cars in front, not yet. Hopefully they'll come back to us later. Lawson has broken away from Ricciardo, who's going to be vulnerable. Hulkenberg's going to go around the outside on those softs. Lawson has gone through on George. Maybe I can use this as an opportunity to put some battery back in both cars.
Keep your head down. So just keep an eye on Hulkenberg behind.
Or maybe it will just close the gaps in the train back up again.
1.9.
See, Lawson is leaving us behind already. Just about managed to hang on to Hulkenberg here. Got to be patient. It's so easy to burn the tyres out past their usefulness on this circuit. And there goes Hulkenberg again. Those soft tyres just giving way much more grip than we have. But the flip side is we will have the soft tyre advantage later.
Copy.
I'm trying to get Ricciardo a little bit closer to George.
Copy.
Let them fight each other. Oh, that's a nice shot. That's my thumbnail.
Recharge on.
Okay, understood.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on, please.
Right, here comes Sainz on his softs. Tyre's looking all right so far. That's good.
Recharge on.
Yep.
Ricardo
Charge
slots on through.
Okay.
So George's confidence just dips below starting level. Ricardo goes into peak confidence. And they'll swap around again pretty soon. And hopefully this can boost my confidence enough that they can actually start to claw back a little bit of ground. It's also a great way for me to get battery back into both cars without sacrificing too much in the way of pace.
Okay.
Minor loss of confidence for Ricardo. He stays in peak. George briefly hits peak, but immediately dips back out again. And this is what I was hoping for. The two of them boosting each other will have a net gain positive effect. We are holding everybody else up right now. We've got a big queue starting to form behind us. All the way back to Joe. We're all stuck in the DRS train.
Yeah, he did get DRS. Be careful with the car.
Yeah.
No risk.
There goes Danny Rick up the inside. George says, not happening. Ricardo says, are you sure?
If this continues like this, don't go ahead and overtake.
Alonso's in the pits already. He must have absolutely destroyed those softs with that spin. Got to have a look at this. Oh, God, yeah, look at that. He lost so much. 93 down to 58% in one lap. Thanks to that spin. Oof. There we go. Got both my drivers nicely in peak now. Just got to hope that they don't lose too much time squabbling. Let's see. Alonso has gone for set of mediums.
Just give us some tyre feedback.
Try and do a little bit of sprinting here.
Use overtake.
so we're doing 134s. Yeah, we are losing time, aren't we?
My feeling is we don't have the pace.
Let's give them medium overtake. Keep them in low defence, though.
He has DRS.
Yeah, understood.
See if we can start to stretch away from some of the cars behind. Sainz is still with us, but we've opened up a big gap to Gasly now. He's under pressure from Valtteri. Ricardo's going to go around the outside. It's a bit better. The 132's much better.
Charge the pack. Gap 0.8, he has DRS.
Okay, recharge on.
Overtake available.
That's the spare fuel.
So we need to introduce more lift and coast.
Has DRS. How's the tyre?
The other main benefit of having my drivers swapping places to boost their confidence is that
Your P12.
drivers who are not getting overtakes,
Car is
their
Russell.
confidence just bleeds away back to their starting level.
Far behind is Sainz.
Whereas when we continually do these little position swaps, we're refreshing that really high confidence in both of our drivers. As you see, they are still both in peak at the moment. If we hadn't done any overtakes, they'd have both dropped down back towards their starting level by now. So we're helping to sustain their boosted pace and their boosted stats by doing this. Which is why eventually we should start to make some ground again.
Recharge on.
We're also not letting anyone's tyres get way too hot by being continually stuck in the dirty air.
George recommend we start bringing the battery pack up. And overtake is available.
Copy.
Porsche is in, and we have a yellow flag.
So there's quite a bit of dip.
Leclerc, contact with someone. Oh, gets rear-ended.
While all that was happening, the crew...
Who was that who hit him? It's got to be Giovinazzi. Medium tyres for Porsche. Alright, I'm looking for wing damage, and that looks fine. Was it Stroll? Stroll looks fine. I think Ocon looks fine as well. Yeah, don't know who that was. Oh, it was Giovinazzi. Penalty for Giovinazzi. And he's hurt his tyres as a result. They're down to 38%. So lucky not to have broken a wing in the process. Let's take another quick look at this car. Yeah, the front wing looks intact. But he's going to struggle for pace now with those tyres. But no defence against Leclerc. Or Stroll. Stroll gets through as well. Is he going to box straight away? No, he's staying out another lap.
Okay, recharge on.
And Enzo is in. We are above our margin of wear. That's good. Gives me a little bit of extra wiggle room on the softs. Decent stop for mediums.
Recharge on.
Understood.
And since we broke away from Gasly and Bottas, they haven't looked like they were going to catch us at any point. It's good. Piastri's still stuck down in 16th place. He has not had a good weekend. He's really struggled this year. I'm not quite sure why. The fact that we have taken Tom Stallard away probably hasn't helped, although Stallard had already gone to Red Bull. So Red Bull poaching Stallard first has probably done more harm, because it's paired Piastri up with a new engineer. Five-second penalty served. Giovinazzi's gone on to hard tyres.
We are ready for you. We're ready for you.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Evening, Jack. Yes, it is season 2. Oh, yeah, I've labelled it as season 1. It should be season 2. It should be season 2. I'll change that on the title. Thank you. Hadn't even spotted that. Did the same last night as well. Changed that one first, season 2.
Just give us some feedback on the tyres.
Bit of vibration on the front axle. Copy.
There we go. Title changed. Thank you very much, Jack.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Plenty to play for.
Right. Lawson's gap is down to 4 seconds. His tyres are dying. He'll be in this lap. Or at least he should be in this lap. He might go again. Nope, he's boxing. Another set of softs, so that's going to be a soft medium run, maybe even a soft hard, but definitely a 2-stop. He comes out behind his teammate, and Porsche is going to be all over him. Tyres are up to temp, so this should be a straightforward pass here. How you doing, Tony? DRS wide open. Through he goes. What's our lap times against Hulkenberg? We're averaging about 1:34.0. So about half a second quicker than Hulkenberg. Wow, good to hear your upgrades are working well for you. And the cars are almost completely fully charged battery-wise now as well, which is good. Let's see. Go the extra lap with George.
Chipping away.
That's Stroll in front of us. Both drivers now with the DRS.
Okay, so let's just get head down now.
And box this lap.
I'm going to go next
Box
lap.
confirm.
And then we'll go the lap after that with Russell.
So box now.
Box confirm.
Sainz is staying out.
Box.
Yes, box.
going to come out in traffic. Don't want to make ourselves an easy target. Hamilton puts on a set of hard tyres. It's him going to the end, probably.
Daniel pit lane.
Same for Norris. In comes Ricciardo.
Keep your head down.
Sainz right behind him. George going that extra lap. And Piastri is coming in the background as well. Not a bad stop, 2.6. It's not amazingly quick, but we hold position. That was the important thing. Fittipaldi's going to cruise up to the back of us and hit us with the DRS.
13, I believe. Hulkenberg's ahead. .9. Has DRS.
Understood.
Okay, maximum pace now, maximum pace.
I don't think I can break away from Fittipaldi before the DRS down the hangar straight, but we'll certainly try and open the gap up as much as we can on this lap. Here comes George into the pits. Looks like Giovinazzi caught and passed him. That's a decent stop, 2.4.
Yeah, just keep an eye on your mirrors for cars coming.
There goes Ricciardo. There's Fittipaldi. Sainz and Gasly.
P16. So Sainz ahead. Gap 0.9.
And we have broken the
Alpha
gap.
car
That's
behind.
what we needed to do.
Gap
So it's
3.1.
top up.
Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
Understood.
We'll have overtake available.
Copy.
Use overtake.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Tyres are reaching the upper end of the temperature window. Tyre temperatures have been good.
And overtake is available.
Copy.
We get up the inside of Stroll. Not Stroll, sorry, Sainz, but we couldn't complete the
Temps
move.
Good.
We'll have another go here through the club chicane. This time we've got him.
Yeah, good job. So that's currently P15.
And that gets us
Gasly
through past
car.
Gasly. Before the DRS zone, though, unfortunately. So we'll give Gasly DRS.
Good job. So that's currently P14.
But more importantly, we got George back into peak confidence
Gap
as we go for a
2.3.
fastest lap attempt. And we dropped Gasly already. That did not take long.
Ahead 1.0. So come on, Gasly. Yeah, 1.1.
Suggest increased LICO.
Okay.
We'll get the DRS here against Fittipaldi. But we're slow through Maggots and Beckett's. Not going to get the fastest lap. I don't think we're going to get close, but it will be a good lap. It will be a personal best.
This is good. P13. So gap 3.5.
It was a 130.9. Only a couple of tenths away. That's not bad.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery back up. We must increase the level of lift and coast.
See, Ricciardo is closing in by over a second a lap now on the cars in front. George should eke his way onto the back of Ricciardo as well. So our drivers are separated at the moment by a couple of seconds, but they will end up back together again pretty soon. There's Ocon boxes. It's hard tyres, so that's definitely one stop. Leclerc and Stroll are 2 stopping. Hamilton could possibly go to the end, although he's taken a fair bit out of those tyres already. He might be 2 stopping. Oh, Sainz got Russell. Didn't see that one coming.
Behind 1.7.
Covering. The recharge on is good. Focus on recharge.
Roger.
That's Alonso in for his second stop, having destroyed those softs early on. Went to a set of mediums. Is he going to a set of hards now to go to the end, or is he going for another set of mediums? He's going softs. That means he's going to have to make another stop. There's no way he's going to take those tyres to the end.
Yeah, Roger.
Sainz is looking feisty.
Time management looks okay. Okay, gotcha.
Recharge on.
Okay.
Use overtake.
Understood.
Get a horrible feeling we just lost the DRS. Sainz is pushing like crazy. He's flying. We did lose it. At least Sainz didn't get it.
Suggest reduce a bit lift and coast.
Understood.
More lift and coast.
Okay.
Let's move Ricciardo up past Hulkenberg. Look at that, they're going 4 wide down the Hanger Straight. Oh, that's a big lock up there for Yuki Tsunoda.
Let's have a look at that. This one is involving Yuki Tsunoda. Things were all right here. And the car just locks. They took
I think
a
he
gamble,
damaged his
and it
underfloor
was
as well.
just too late.
Either that or he damaged his tyres. Underfloor. He's damaged his underfloor. That's going to hurt his downforce.
So currently P13. The next car is Sainz.
We get pushed a little wide, but we're still there.
No hop done. Behind you is Sainz.
Oh, come on. Ridiculously aggressive defence there from Hulkenberg as he tries to be the one to get in front of Lawson first.
Be okay.
Daniel, can I have some feedback on the tyre?
There we go, back into peak confidence.
Okay, tyres are still okay.
But we're now out of the DRS of Hulkenberg.
Job. This is P10
Next car on track is Hulkenberg.
and 1.1.
He's going to have a look of his own. Nothing doing. Can we get the DRS back? I don't think we can. Not this time. Still vulnerable to Lawson.
Okay to close the gap.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Okay, understood.
Just not quite quick enough. We're being dropped. I can't push the tyres much harder, really. I haven't got any fuel really to push other than what we're doing right now. I've got no battery left. Hopefully they'll squabble into Stowe.
DRS.
Give me a chance to close up through braking.
Hack is low.
Russell's almost back in touch with Sainz.
And if you could just give us tyre feedback.
I'm glad you're enjoying the series, Tony. I'm having a lot of fun making it.
Okay, gotcha.
George will have a run on Sainz.
Yeah.
They are tantalisingly out of reach. Let's see if I can get there.
Overtake button.
If I have to save some tyres.
Let's try and push up.
And so be it.
Awesome job, mate. Currently at P12.
There we go. Right.
Gap 2.1.
We're on to Perez. There we go.
Lift off, end of
Save the tyres for a little bit.
Yep, understood.
Now we'll
Recharge
push
Understood.
with Ricardo, see if we can get him onto the group as well.
So happy to
With
drop a little
George,
bit of
sorry.
management. Overtake is available.
We can have recharge on now.
Understood.
Lawson's tyres starting to struggle. I think that's probably the only reason we weren't overtaken. George does have some spare battery to play with, so we should get onto Lawson
Signs
pretty quickly.
behind.
In fact, I think we're on him now.
5.5.
We are.
Keep your head down.
So we'll keep going and see if we can get past him on the hanger straight.
Just stay close to him.
Look at this train here. And Ricardo goes around the outside of Perez there. That was beautiful.
Ahead of you.
And now George is going to try and go around the outside of Lawson. And does so. And will immediately go on the attack against Perez. And gets him. And, crucially, still in the DRS.
Charge the pack. Right, let's get into this tyre management.
Copy.
Just focus now on the management.
Roger.
So I was worried that our pace wouldn't be strong enough here for us to trouble the points, maybe get one car in the top 10. We're doing all right at the moment. Got some tyre in reserve. We're sticking with the pack, but we are a long way off the front group. Stroll is still up there, and Piastri is still down in 19th
Still
place.
opportunities.
Your recharge on is good.
Remember recharge.
And there we go, push the move through. And that is
Recharge on.
Ricardo back into 8th place now, behind Hulkenberg.
Let's go flat out.
And we have a yellow flag.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Sonoda exits the pits.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Bin for Joe.
Now we should be able to take a look here.
And Alpine's been miserable this year.
And then the car just goes. And that certainly wouldn't have been in their plans today.
Overtake available.
Lawson is pushing because this is going to be his in lap, I think. Just trying to find his way past us. I'm not going to let him do that.
Gap ahead, 0.8.
Recharge on.
And recharge on.
Through we go.
Good job.
Car ahead is hop on.
Copy.
Lawson stayed out. He must be boxing at the end of this lap then. Those tyres, yeah. He's going to risk a puncture if he does stay out too much longer.
Gap is 0.4.
Copy.
Overtake will be available.
Copy.
Happy to start reducing that management.
Stroll boxes. Hamilton is going to stop again. So's Norris, I think. Giovinazzi's definitely stopping again. Looks like Ocon's the only one who's going for the one stop then.
And when you can, feedback on your tyres.
Rear dropping.
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
Problem for Stroll. What a shame. Just like Stroll himself, his tyre stubbornly refusing to get out of the car and make way for something younger and better.
Gap 0.2. He has DRS.
Yeah, copy.
It's not done yet. Now it's done. There we go.
Nice job. Hulkenberg car ahead. And now just Hulk in front.
How you doing, Victor?
At 0.2.
All right, Gio's in. He's gone mediums to the end.
Use overtake.
How's the tyre?
They're just struggling to really push on the dial.
Overtake is available.
We can squeeze an extra lap or two out of our two drivers here.
Hulkenberg car ahead.
Oh, George is trying to go around the outside, and he's going to do it. What a move. Beautiful stuff from George there.
Hulk behind has DRS. Doing a good job on tyres currently.
Behave up.
Recharge on, please.
Okay.
Use the pace now.
All this hard work, though, we're going to have to do it all over again.
Gap ahead, all 1.6.
Okay, buddy, let's see what we've got.
Okay, understood.
Daniel, box.
Okay, all boxes lab.
And happy to pick up the pushing level. Car behind is Hulkenberg.
Right, 2 more laps for George.
So we've got Hulkenberg, car behind. Get behind point 4. Box.
Copy, box.
So let's start closing up that gap.
Hulkenberg might be boxing this lap, as will Sainz, Perez, Gasly. Van Dorn and Piastri are due to stop in the next lap or two. Same for Porsche. We're stopping Ricciardo at the end of this lap. George, next lap. Leaders are in. Hard tyres for Leclerc. Hamilton has gone mediums. That gives Hamilton the edge. Especially considering how far ahead he is as well. Norris is in, and he's going soft tyres. So he could potentially be threatening Leclerc, but I think he's too far behind to do anything about Hamilton. Ocon might have to stop again. Maybe. He should theoretically be fine, but his tyres aren't going to be quick. There's no way he's going to catch Hamilton without some help. So it looks like Lewis is going to get that British win. 2.50 stop there for Ricciardo. Porsche has dived in the pits. Only 16th with a 2.5. Okay. Points unlikely then in the pit stop challenge today, unless we have a blistering stop with Russell here.
$17 laps to go from here. 17 laps to go from here.
We're ahead of Lawson and Porsche. We're ahead of Lawson. We're ahead of Porsche. We're behind Lawson, but that's fine. Our tyres aren't up to temp yet, and I want to get some battery into Ricciardo so that he can have a fastest lap attempt. So sitting behind Lawson is fine.
Okay, understood.
What was the target for this race? Just getting a point was, my target for today. We are on for points, more than I was expecting. Sponsor targets, as always, are just 18th and 18th. It's the most we can get at the moment from our sponsors. .4 second stop. That is much better. Quicker than Ricciardo by almost a second. There goes Ricciardo. And there's Hulkenberg.
He's 1.3 behind.
available.
Copy.
And Sonoda
Currently
and Sainz behind George.
Next car is Hulkenberg. Gap ahead, a 1.8. Got Sonoda behind. Gap 0.9. 16 laps to go.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on.
Yep, confirm.
Hulkenberg is all over us right now.
Focus on recharge.
We've lost some ground
Okay.
to Teo because of it.
Focus on recharge.
Understood.
Sainz is still on Sonoda. Not surprising given the tyres and the pace in the cars. Hulkenberg has got through.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. Drivers are back together again.
And
Let's get them charged up,
recharge on.
and then we'll have a sprint.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
I think realistically now our target is 7th and 8th. We have a yellow flag. Someone making a little whoopsie. Oh, it's Hamilton.
Let's follow the drivers then through turn
How
16.
big a lockup was this?
And there's the lockup. And they'll need to be mindful of the effect that
Not
that
great.
had on the tyres.
But still no sign of Ocon. Actually, he was not far off. He was right behind that Alpine.
No hop done.
So he has closed the gap up a bit. That's hurt Hamilton's tyres a little bit, but he's still got more than enough grip.
Has DRS.
Okay, keep looking after the time.
Understood.
Pack is high.
Yep.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on is good.
Understood.
George recommends we start bringing the battery pack up.
Yeah, copy.
Recharge on.
Understood.
Pack is high.
Okay, understood.
Ricardo's almost fully charged. So we'll go for a sprint on the next lap.
Head 0.2. Keep your head down.
Overtake available.
Understood.
128.1 is the new target lap.
Keep chipping away.
Good job.
Let's push and get past him.
Sainz with a sneaky overtake there. Didn't see that coming. George will retake the place and get the DRS.
Car behind is Perez.
So this could be George taking the fastest lap, potentially.
Solid work.
Depends how much he gets held up here
Car ahead.
by Hulkenberg. Yeah, enough. Ricardo is purple in the first, despite not having the DRS. Ricardo's flying up to the back of Lawson here.
So currently P10, 3.1.
Purple in the middle. No DRS, but a bit of a distant slipstream there. This is going to be a mighty lap, I hope.
Plenty to play for.
There we go.
That was fastest lap.
126.9.
Recharge on.
Very nice.
Understood.
Still plenty of opportunities.
And we'll be cooling the tyres.
And we've got a 3-second gap now to Hulkenberg and Sainz. We're on the back of Lawson, who has been dropped by Porsche. But we've got plenty of time and slightly better tyres to go after him. And more importantly, our drivers are together. As we go either side of Lawson into the down the hangar straight into Stowe. That was lovely. And now we've got two cars able to work together to hunt down Teo.
Recharge on.
No one else is going to stop. Ocon's going to go to the end, but he's not going to be quick. Leclerc's going to catch him. It's going to be another 1-2 for Ferrari. They are really back into that rich vein of form that we saw in the first couple of Grand Prix. Hamilton has stretched that gap by 5 seconds over Ocon. Only going to get bigger in the remaining 10 laps.
Front tyres just picking up a bit of vibration. All okay, but still.
Gap 0.6. We are happy with these tyres.
Yeah.
Gap 0.3.
We are actually losing some ground here.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Yeah,
Let's let them fight a bit. They rarely defend.
Just give us some tyre feedback.
And we'll turn off the battle assist if it's on. It's not. Good.
We don't need to take any risks.
We'll go just another lap with our tyres like this, and then we'll turn them up to medium.
Gap behind 0.6.
Snowden's got a fault on top of that underfloor damage. Another bad day for Yuki.
Gap 0.5.
Alright, copy that.
Oh, Max now with an issue.
But there! Oh.
Go away, Crofty. You are useless.
He has DRS. Flat out.
Recharge on.
Okay.
This time, George gets the move done. Runs Danny Rick a little wide there.
And recharge should be on.
Yep, understood.
We are going to have to push hard in a moment, I think.
Recharge on.
Just not closing
Okay,
up on
understood.
Porsche the way I thought we would. Like this. Can't let him get too far ahead, even if we are trying to ease the tyre wear down a little bit. Ricardo's battery's just about full now.
Recharge on.
Yep, understood.
Fault for Joe,
Pace now.
all the way at the back. Now look how bad an afternoon it's been for both Alpines. 28 seconds off the back of Gasly, Alonso another 10 and a half seconds back.
Fuel on plan. Gap 0.8, he has DRS.
I think we took a little bit of time out of Teo this lap. Let's see, he does a 130.4. George does 130.0. We did.
So
Ricardo
6 laps remaining.
gained half a second. Starting to eke out a bit of a gap over Lawson as well. We're close to getting him dropped.
Okay, use deploy.
Okay, understood.
Let's just get that gap broken.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
There's still opportunities here.
Lawson's still stubbornly sticking around.
Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Okay.
So happy to push now.
Ah, come on, boys. Let's leave him for dead this time.
So 5 laps remaining.
Yep, fine.
Leclerc with a fault.
Quiet, big vibration.
He's got a big gap, though. He'll be fine. 5 seconds ahead of Ocon now, whose tyres are starting to hang on rather than
Car is a
actually
Russell.
provide any real pace.
0.4.
Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
Reminder for the recharge button.
There we go. We've got a 2-second gap now. Sainz gets through on Lawson. See if he continues to push against us.
There are opportunities ahead.
Gap to Pourchaire's down to 2.5. Let's see, our confidence is starting to bleed away, especially with Ricciardo, so he needs to get an overtake on George here.
Daniel, how's the tyre?
Everything's stable.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
There we go. When do I tend to put my second new engine in? Assuming that I haven't destroyed it through wear and tear, I try it and hold back till Silverstone.
4 laps.
Oh wait, no, hang on.
Okay.
First engine. Well, it's different. It's different each season because the cooling is terrible in season 1, so your engines overheat and suffer thermal wear a lot more
We
quickly.
need to keep the lift and coast up a bit more now.
But as a general rule, I like to have my third engine go in for Spa if necessary, but Monza, and I will necessarily, where necessary, swap it out between those 2 races as well. And then I like to have my 4th engine go in somewhere around Kota. So second engine probably goes in, sometimes Miami, sometimes around Imola. It all depends on how much they've worn down and whether or not there have been any incidents, any crashes as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just get head down now.
I need clean air. I cannot do anything.
We've got 3 laps to go. I'm going to push the tyres flat out now.
3 to go.
Okay, understood.
We'll have overtake available.
Copy.
Car behind is Sainz. 0.4. Deep breath, we're going to be okay. Time management, everything's good.
Gap is coming down. It's less than 2 seconds.
Yes, DRS.
So we are now P9.
Okay, next car is Russell.
Car behind is Sainz now.
0.9, 0.9.
Can we get
Okay,
Teo,
that's Sainz behind now.
who has been
Sainz
in
now 0.9.
blistering
Gap to Sainz,
form
0.9.
these last few races?
No hop done. He's 1.3 behind. But we think there's still opportunities here.
Push and hold, overtake.
Yeah, copy.
Green charge on.
Understood.
So happy to drop lift and coast.
Copy.
Slingshotting them past just to get that confidence of the drivers up as high as I can for this final lap.
The car behind is now Sainz. Gap to Sainz 1.7.
Still plenty of opportunities.
I don't think we're going to do it. I think we're going to fall just short.
Understood.
Use overtake.
Okay. Understood.
Final lap.
More lift and coast.
Roger.
At least we've left Sainz behind. It will be 8th and 9th. And the fastest lap for Ricardo.
Oh, and it's Hamilton! Lewis Hamilton with the win today.
More lift and coast for these PU temps.
Yeah, Porsche's just too quick. And just enough left in reserve.
Pack is low.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
Yeah, copy.
We'll let Ricardo take 8th.
F-in is with the pace.
He hasn't beaten George for a while. I'll do him a shot, good shot in the arm there. 8th and 9th. Well, that is, in the end, a little disappointing that we couldn't get Porsche, but it's still better than what I was expecting. I was expecting 10th, maybe 9th and 10th if we were lucky. I figured George might just get the points, but Ricardo probably would fall just short. And in the end, we picked up, 2 points for George and 5 points for Ricardo for that fastest lap.
Is to hold position to the end of the
So that's
race.
worked out very nicely indeed. The bubble hasn't burst yet, but I do get the feeling it's coming.
And with the race over, the Aston Martin driver returns to the team.
With a P17 finish, it's a long distance from the points.
The highly decorated record breaker from Stevenage once again taking to the podium.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
Well, we might be in Britain, but our podium finishers won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition.
Well, there goes Farah and Dino.
Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
It was a strangely mixed weekend for them. We saw one driver put in a strong performance, but
How
it
is
was
this a
different
mixed
story for
weekend?
the others. Definitely positives there, though.
And here in Silverstone, the weekend now draws
Karun
to a
just
close.
talking shit.
Next round, we're moving on to an exhilarating circuit. Formula One will be taking to the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Guarantee you he wouldn't be anywhere near as quick as those two. So then, confirmation of the final result. It is another British win for Hamilton, and because he didn't get it in season last year, he now gets the record this year instead that he set in real life earlier this season. Charles Leclerc second. It's another 1-2 for Ferrari. Big points again for the Maranello outfit there. Ocon does get third place to keep himself as close to the top of the table as he can. Lando up 5 places in the end to take 4th. Good race for him. Giovinazzi gets a strong result, up 2 places for 5th. Stroll in 6th. Then it's Porsche in 8th place. Another strong race for him. Ricciardo up 4 to take 8th, 1 ahead of George, who dropped down into 9th. Fastest lap for Ricciardo as well. And then Sainz up 4 to take the final point. We look at the bottom half there. You can see Lawson and Perez 11th and 12th. Good race for the Haas drivers, but no points for them. That's really good news for us as we continue to stretch our lead over them. Still no additional points at all for any of the teams below. It's Hulkenberg from Sonoda who had a terrible race. Piastri gained 6 places, but was still a distant 15th. Then it's Bottas in 16th. Van Dorn 17th. Gasly in 18th. Fittipaldi 19th. Max down in 20th. Joe in 21st. And 22nd and last for Fernando. A disastrous weekend again for Alpine. In the driver standings, Leclerc is top of the standings by 16 points now from Esteban Ocon, opening that gap up by 3. Hamilton moves up into 3rd place with his win. 4 wins apiece now for Ferrari. He is just 5 points behind Ocon. Norris dropping down into 4th with his 12 points, is 8 points behind Lewis, a long way ahead of his teammate, who once again has had a pointless race this weekend. 132 points for him. Giovinazzi on to 91 now, getting close to triple figures. Porsche, another 6 points for him on 73 now, ahead of his more experienced teammate Carlos Sainz by 23 points now. Sonoda is still ahead of Stroll, although the gap has come down to 9 points. And you see George dropping down behind Stroll, 4 points behind him now. Ricciardo gets up a place above Perez, 12 behind his teammate. Hulkenberg is 14th, and it's Valtteri Bottas. Fernando Alonso. Lawson moves up into Gasly, the highest of the non-scorers. Then it's Verstappen, Van Dorn, Fittipaldi, and Zhou. Into the constructor standings, 413 points, another 43 for Ferrari tonight. They have a huge gap now over McLaren, who scored just 12 today, and that gap is now it's not 100, it's close to 100. It's 97 points. No, 93 points. Then it's Red Bull in 3rd. Good points for them, 25, but they are still lagging a long way behind Ferrari. They are 28 points behind McLaren, so it'll take them a while to catch up if that is the sort of points difference each race. It's taking another 2 or 3 weeks yet. Mercedes in 4th on 123 points. RB keeping them honest, closing the gap by 1 point. They're on 91. We're now on 62 points after 11 rounds. That is fantastic stuff. And Haas on 24 are now a considerable distance behind. They are 38 points behind us. Then it's Aston Martin in 8th with those 4 points that they scored early in the year. Sauber with a point, Alpine with a point, Williams still pointless. We did not get on the pit stop board tonight, unfortunately. 2.381 was the slowest of the top 10 time. Sauber getting both cars in there. Our best stop was a 2.41. So we were not too far away with George, but we weren't even close with Ricardo. So the standings look like this. It is still Red Bull top. McLaren closed the gap by 3, but they are still a long way back, 63 points behind. Then it's Aston. Ferrari move up into 4th place, as do Mercedes move up a place as well. Alpine in 6th, down 2. We are 7th, 20 points ahead of Williams still. Then it's RB, and then Haas. Sauber with a few extra points, but they're off the bottom of the table, so we don't know exactly what they've got yet. Once again, we get our maximum payout, and once again, Ricardo takes a bit of a nibble out of that money with 125k payout for finishing in the top 10. So 670 plus change added to the bank. A little bit of housekeeping before we go. There's our spare parts. Christian Mansell gains a rating point, up to 69 now. Nice. Let's have a quick look at our drivers. Stats are still holding strong for both. That is encouraging. In the F3 race, it is another F3 win for Christian Mansell. He is running away with the F3 championship this year. We can't see how Tommy Smith did without going into the overall driver standings. Where is he? No points again this weekend. Yeah, he's struggling. We might have to give him another run out, give him a little bit of a confidence boost for getting an FP1 session. We have changes in the regulations for next season, reducing the number of gearboxes, ERSs, and engines as well. Ooh, no. Cooling is going to take a massive hit. So there's no way I want to melt my engines for next year and have to take penalties. We'll see what the rest of the grid decides to do with that. Hopefully I'll stick with the extra parts, but who knows. Underfloor spare done, side pod spare done. We know about the... Let's have a look at what has broken. A suspension, a front wing, a rear wing, and another rear wing. Oh, this is terrible news, because we've got a little bit of time. We have got a little bit of time. We're 7 days away from getting the front wings. I've got no replacement front wings. I've got no replacement rear wings. I do have a spare suspension. Oh boy. We're going to have to rush front wings, I think. Denmark 1s, though. I'm going to make, just to be on the safe side, just in case, I'm going to make one Mark 1 front wing. I need to make a couple more Mark 2 rear wings. Let's go with 3, so we'll have another spare. Still need to get a chassis done. 1.2 mil, not a lot. Yeah. We're missing an email. Race preview. There we go. The CFD sim is refurbed. Very nice. So that finally gets a little healthy improvement back to where it should have been quite a while ago. That's been lingering at level 1 for quite some time now. We're still 18 days away from the Team Hub upgrade. Everything in here is okay. Helipad's going to wear out soon. I think 75% is when things degrade now. Right, that's the front wing. So at least I now have a front wing for both cars. We're going to try and at least rush a couple of front wings at the new one. Can't spend too much cash here. Let's get one chassis started. Only one of them's medium risk, the other one's okay. So at least they're not both about to break at the same time. That's small mercies. A little bit of extra cash coming in a couple of days as well from our tour centre, which will also help. That's a spare suspension. The front wing is ready to go into production. We've got, what, 4 days? How much is 2 going to cost me? I'm up to 819,000. Rushing them will cost me a lot. Can't afford 3. But this will give me 1 and a spare for both cars. And we'll just have to pray that we don't do anything stupid with the other one. There we go. Right, let's see. What? Oh my god. Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, Alpine, Williams, RV, Sauber and Aston have all voted to make things even harder next season by stripping away a gearbox and ERS. That's fine, I suppose. We had 2 and 4 on those, but we've now lost an engine as well. We've gone down to 3 engines from the 4 that we're supposed to have normally anyway. Oh, God. Alright, that is going to make things harder next year with everyone's cooling taking a big hit. Maybe we have to focus a little bit more on engine cooling as part of our research now that we're going to lose all of those parts for next year. Really, really didn't want to see that. That's horrible. If we weren't having the big reset, I wouldn't be too disappointed by it. But with the big reset coming, yeah, that's not going to be good. Right, so 1 spare rear wing in stock. Something. I don't have enough for another front wing. There is an overview of the championship. It's Leclerc from Ocon and Hamilton. Did we even look at the Drivers' Championship? Yeah, we did. Then Norris and Piastri ahead of Giovinazzi. Ferrari comfortably top in the Constructors. Well, you can see us there in 6th, just making our way onto this shot here, which is very nice. And that is it for tonight. 2 days till Budapest. We'll pick it up again at the same time tomorrow, 8 p.m. here in the UK. So whatever time it went live for you tonight is whatever time it'll go live tomorrow. Obviously, with the clocks having gone back for us this weekend just gone, I'm not sure what that will do for you in your part of the world if you're not here in the UK. But make sure you hit the bell so you're notified when I go live. That's the simplest way out of that, I suppose. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, please do drop a like. If you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing as well. And as I say, hit that bell for notifications as to when I go live, especially with this changing time period in flux with the clocks. Perfect excuse to make sure you're getting those notifications through. I'll be back with Hungary tomorrow. We'll be continuing Brabham through the rest of the week. I will be back with Porsche on Twitch on Saturday and Sunday. Don't forget, the replay's only up for a few more days. They will disappear on Saturday and then again on Sunday. So if you haven't yet checked those out, you are running out of time to do so. Hopefully I will see you back here at the usual time tomorrow. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.